After a year like 2020, trying to predict what the future will bring for 2021 is always going to be a fraught objective. The environment has taken a back seat to health concerns, and rightly so, to combat and manage the COVID-19 pandemic. Will 2021 be different? Let's take a look. Welcome to EMSmastery, where we look at the successful strategies and tactics to master environmental management and sustainability. If we're meeting for the first time, my name is Andrew Marlowe. I thought in this episode that I would look at 4 key drivers that will affect environmental management and sustainability work over the next 12 months and try to predict the issues that will affect each of us in the year ahead. Here are my 4 attempts to predict the environmental and sustainability future for 2021. In 2020, COVID-19 has touched everyone's lives. I can remember coming back from an ISO working group meeting in Singapore and talking to someone from a connecting flight from China who said that the situation in Wuhan was getting worse and was likely to lead to some form of global pandemic. After 2 UK lockdowns and numerous strategies from the UK government, we're in the situation of experiencing a new variant of COVID and increasing infection rates as we start January 2021. However, there are positive signs for the vaccination programme, which started in December and is being rolled out in the coming months. Over the past year, the COVID-19 pandemic has taught us that many of us can work from home and lead a less carbon-intensive lifestyle through less travelling, whether commuting to work or international business flights. There is an opportunity to capitalise on these benefits to ensure that we come out of the pandemic with more resilient and sustainable working practices and personal lifestyles. Campaigns such as Build Back Better UK are aiming to do just that, and even the US President-elect Joe Biden uses the call "Ready to Build Back Better for all Americans." So my prediction is that the COVID-19 recovery will be longer than the 1 year of 2021, but will bring many positive changes to our work and social lives. At 2300 hours GMT, midnight Central European Time, the United Kingdom fully left the European Union after the referendum in 2016, many political debates and a 1-year transition. Whichever side of the polarising debate on whether to leave or remain, the deal has been done. Now the United Kingdom has a period of finding its own feet within the current mixture of European Union directive and regulations and domestic UK legislation. None more so than in the environmental field, where the existing body of UK legislation has been amended to reflect our new legal status of the United Kingdom being outside the European Union, and new legislative infrastructures such as the Office of Environmental Protection, which is introduced through the Environmental Protection Bill and is set up as a new independent public body which will be separate from the Crown. The new independent statutory body will have the principal objective of contributing to environmental protection and the improvement of the natural environment. It will provide the necessary legal authority to implement long-term environmental governance and provide scrutiny and advice on the implementation of environmental law, as well as other powers. And so my prediction: the post-Brexit period will bring many immediate changes appropriate to our role as an independent country outside of the European Union, and increasingly environmental legislation will continue to follow EU law, but will also diverge in a meaningful way. If you're getting great value from this episode, please click on the like button and leave a comment about your predictions for 2021. The UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has made a number of positive presentations on how the UK government will respond to the climate emergency, with clear indications that the UK will take leadership on this growing global issue. In the United States, President-elect Joe Biden has signalled his intentions to place climate change champions across his administration. With a Democrat majority in the lower House of Representatives and ongoing elections for the Senate, it could lead to equal numbers of Republicans and Democrats, with the Democrat Vice President Kamala Harris having the deciding vote. Later, in November this year, the UN Climate Change Conference will be held in Glasgow and will provide an opportunity for all nations to come together with a positive appetite for change and to build on the Paris Agreement. My climate change prediction is that the United States will rejoin the Paris Agreement, and there will be a renewed collaboration of nations seeking to find lasting solutions to the climate emergency. In amongst these global issues covered by the first three drivers for change in 2021, my final contribution is to recognise the important work of developing and delivering international standards through the International Organisation for Standardisation. This organisation has, over the past 25 years, delivered international standards to support environmental management, starting in 1996 with ISO 14001, which provides a framework for organisations to manage their environmental impacts and compliance, and now in its latest edition in ISO 14001-2015. A look at the work ahead for the next year and beyond shows that there is work to develop many more international standards to support environmental management and environmental protection. Examples of international standards being developed in 2021 are ISO 14002 Part 2 on guidelines for addressing water within an environmental management system based on 14001, environmental due diligence assessment and water statement verification and validation, a comprehensive revision of eco-labelling standards within the ISO 14020 series, evaluation standards for environmental performance and environmental technology, a whole suite of standards on green debt instruments in the ISO 14030 series, life cycle standards, greenhouse gas standards on carbon neutrality, assessment of climate change impacts, risk assessments and other climate change related issues. So my prediction is that international standards will continue to support environmental management and sustainability, offering valuable insights and solutions that can support organisations through the next year and beyond. I hope that these four issues and my attempts to predict the environmental and sustainability future for 2021 will help to provide a focus for your work over the coming year. If you think I've got all of this wrong, or maybe have called it correctly, please leave a comment in the box below. Further information on the websites and documents referenced in this episode are given in the description box below, including a link to the resources on the EMSmastery.com website. As always, please subscribe to this YouTube channel to ensure that you don't miss out on other episodes on environmental management and sustainability. Until then, thank you for all that you have done to grow this YouTube channel in 2021, and I wish you a happy, prosperous and safe New Year. If you enjoyed this video, you can watch other episodes by clicking on the boxes in the top and bottom right, and to subscribe to this channel, please click on the link to the left. Thank you.